But like, I want to kind of give people like a real idea of like how long this journey has been for you, because like you were also independently very successful before you and I met. You had a following, you know what I'm saying? Like this shit is feels like, what is it, like 20 years in?
Yo, for sure. I realized how old I was listening to you and Caskey's podcast. When Caskey, who's a dude that's been around for a long time now, referenced me as the first dude he did a song with.
Yeah.
And I was like, I am fucking old.
Yeah.
I was like, it's happened. I became him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Cassie's been around a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what was like, do you remember like, what was the first project? What was that year?
I got released from jail the last time that I had to do a bid in 2009.
Okay.
And I put out the 10-minute freestyle, which we were talking about off camera. That if my PO asks, I hang drywall, which we still sell those shirts on jellyroll615.com. And I remember putting it on YouTube. My dude had a flip cam, Chad Arms.
Yeah. I just was watching the YouTube video like a few weeks ago. Yeah.
We didn't realize the power of YouTube. Now, mind you, I was putting out mixtapes while I was in and out of jail before that. Old school. Yeah. CD spindles. You were part of this era.
Yep.
Like we're running around passing out $5, like straight off the spindle, handwritten jelly roll. Right? So I did that. And then my introduction to the internet was about 2009. And he filmed that 10-minute freestyle and uploaded it. And it went crazy. Especially for that era. Because then me and Little White ended up doing Pop Another Pill because White had reached out to me right after I got out of jail. And then we did the Snow Project with Juicy J and DJ Paul and Project Pat. And we had all that history with 3-6 Mafia at that time and all that stuff we were doing. And I remember me and Little White had shot the Pop Another Pill video with Mike Busey in Panama City Beach.
Shout out Mike Busey.
This is back when World Star Hip Hop was God, right? Yeah. We submitted it to World Star Hip Hop, and I'll never forget this. They said, hey, man, we only post videos that go viral. First time I heard the word viral. And we were like, well, define viral. And in the email back, they said 30,000 views in a week on YouTube.
That's it.
That's how you still had to go to a desktop computer and type in www.youtube.com.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it was in such its infant stages that we ended up doing 50,000 views in 3 days. So they put it on World Star. And that was the beginning of that. That was like one of my first eras. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
I feel like post jail, if you don't count like the 7 mixtapes I did.
How long were you in jail?
Every time was a different amount of time. From 14 to 24, probably 7.5 to 8 years.
Shit.
So just kind of in and out. Do a year, come home for 6 months. Do a year, come home for 4 months. Do
this drug
months.
Shit.
Everything from I'm not proud of any of it. It's public information. Sadly.
Well, it's good that you know.
Yeah, but everything from gun charges to drugs to a robbery case.
Do you remember like what? Because you know people like this. I know people like this that have potential, that are talented, but for whatever reason they just get stuck in that. Back into jail.
It's the revolving door of the judicial system.
Like, what was the breaking point for you where you were like, nah, this is enough. I got to get my shit on track.
It's so cool talking to you because we know each other so personally, but it was my daughter.
Yeah.
Bailey was born in 2008. So one of those times where I was out of jail, I had gotten a young woman pregnant.
Okay.
And then Bailey was born while I was in jail. And in the old Southern Baptist term, that was my Damascus Road experience where Saul turned to Paul. I'll never forget, I was in like the gang unit, like the worst dorm you could be in jail at the time.
Fuck.
Because I was just running the poker table and gambling and I was just fucking doing time. And the day they knocked on my door and told me Bailey was born, I signed up to go to the education unit, try to get my GED. I didn't know what, just like I scrambled out of nowhere. I was just like, I got to figure this shit out right now. And I ended up having to do like another year. But whenever I came home, it
was a game changer.
That was it. We started off to the races.
Yo, you're like, I feel like The Rock taps in with a lot of artists that I happen to know, but he really fucks with you.
It's my dude. Is that not awesome?
The Rock has been fucking with you like for like 5-6 years now.
It's crazy.
Like he posts your shit all the time.
All the time. He's a Nashville dude at heart, low key. He's like, he traveled so much as a child that he has a lot of places he's really connected with, and by luck of the beast, Nashville is one of them. So he really kind of connects to our scene and culture. Like, he gets guys like me. Like, and he told me early, he was like, yo, I know guys like you from Nashville. So, man, you had this talk early. Like, Nashville was kind of famous for that white boy trap rap shit.
Yeah, it was like yourself. Was Haystack from Nashville?
Haystack, for sure. Nashville boy. He was ahead of us. Haystack kind of led the charge on that. And there was so many, you know, we had a band before Haystack called Rude Awakening. Chris Taylor, which is like an uncle or cousin of ours, me and my brother. And it's like
Little Whites from Nashville.
Little Whites from Memphis, down the street in Tennessee. Right, it's all that kind of, you know. So he was like, I get the culture of the city. He was like, people won't get it at first, but trust me, it'll work.
Yeah, because there was like this like Nashville white boy, dope boy shit going on that like you said, it was very like you had to be from there to really understand like what kind of dudes you were at the time.
For sure,
you know
which is why we popped in Florida, because Florida had so many white boys like that too.
Yeah.
So it's like when you went to St. Pete, you were just like, it was a town full of them.
Yeah.
You know, or Largo or all that stuff. The old Gasoline Alley bar we played down there back in the day, the Thug Crackers.
The Thug Crackers.
You know what I'm saying? You remember this. So it was like Caskey. There was so many kids that was that culture came. So like Florida and Georgia, the South especially, just immediately in the Midwest, Indiana, Ohio.
They love you in Ohio.
Oh, dude, it's like first